Welcome to another travel product review. Today we're going to review the Key West day trip by bus. Now, the thing about our reviews is they're always favorable. What I try to do is put myself in the shoes of a visitor who comes across this listing on Get Your Guide and provide feedback what they might be thinking when they look at the pictures, the text, and the reviews. All right, let's put a 10-minute timer on there. Let's start that timer now, and let's get started. So the first thing I do when I look at any listing is I just look at the title. It says Key West day trip by bus. Lets me know it's a day trip to the Key West, and it's on a bus. And so the first thing I do is I look at the pictures to see how the pictures are going to support that title. Now, the first thing I look at is this picture should be improved. There's a lot of sunny days. Key West is bright and colorful, and to see this kind of dark, cloudy day kind of sets you off a little bit in a not a sunny, favorable review. I would like to see a better picture here. The next kind of pictures is that there's transportation to the Keys. It's about a 3.5-hour drive from Miami to the Keys, and that's another bridge shot. I think 2 bridge shots back to back. I wouldn't put those there. And immediately it goes to a bus, a bench with a trolley on there. I think that we want to already at this point want to see some different pictures and kind of tell the story of really what I want to do when I get to the Keys. And I think that's where I want to see something that kind of pulls me to buy this product. Now, this is a nice shot of Mallory Square. There's a lot of things. It's a nice jumping off point. Another scenic shot of just water and bridges. I'd like to see a better shot by this point. And at this point right now, I'm already kind of thinking like, what am I buying here? It's too many scenic shots in the transportation section. I think I want to see and I want to know what I'm going to do when I get to the Keys. And so already I'm going to go through these pictures because this is my ideal number of pictures is 15. And you see a sunset shot. You see some wrecked boat. This tower right here. I'd like to know where that's at. Here, if you don't know right now, this is the Hemingway House. It's a very popular place to visit. And then you have another location spot, touristy spot. This is Mallory Square on Sunset. And then a nice sunset shot with the sailboat going through. And it already loops me back here. Now, the one thing I don't see on this already is a picture of the bus. I don't see the people getting on the bus. And a lot of times when you see these day trips, you want to see group photos. You want to see the live tour guide that I'm sure that's in there. So those are a couple of the pictures that I'm missing when I'm looking at this day trip. And then I quickly glance here and look at the Key West sightseeing tours. And then I look here and I look at the reviews. There's only 4 reviews. We're going to talk about those reviews, but this lets me know 2 things, that this is either a new product or this is a product that hasn't been purchased enough here. And so, that has to do with the algorithm and things like that. So now I like to scroll down and kind of look what's going on. This is a duration 15 hours, lets me know it's a full day trip. The other thing that I kind of want to mention here is this is a small group limited to 15 passengers. That's good to know. And $41.99 to take a trip there. I don't know if you know anything about traveling to the Keys, but the 3.5-hour drive in itself is kind of annoying. It's a lot of stop and go. If you can take a transportation there, you're saving yourself half the battle. So even if it's a 3.5-hour drive there and a 3.5-hour drive back, then I definitely would take that opportunity to take somebody and have them drive you down there. And we're going to kind of go down a little further. Now, this section in any Get Your Guide, you want to fill out to see if they have any sort of packages. Right now, you see some discount, and then you don't see discount. So I don't know if there's a discount related to how many days in advance, but it gives you an idea, and you can kind of see when you might be able to save some money. And now if you click here and check the availability, this is where you'd see some packages. And remember, I saved myself $41.99. I didn't pick the package, so the actual price is $55.99. And then this lets you know the starting time's at 7 a.m. And this gives you a place of the location. So when I look at any review, when it comes to when it comes to these products on Get Your Guide, what I'm kind of looking for is to see where that meeting spot is. So already I'm kind of go back up. Give me an idea what that meeting spot looks like. Show me some people getting on the bus. So that way you're using the pictures to help tell people where to go to start the tour. And let's continue there. And we'll check out their itinerary. You start here, starting location, the bus coach 4 hours, Key Largo, Tavernier, Florida, Isla Mirada, Marathon, Big Pine Key, and Key West. That's 6 hours, and the bus coach back is 4 hours. Holiday Inn, Port of Miami. So already by taking a look, this is where it starts at, is the Holiday Inn, Port of Miami. So already I got an idea of where I might pick that up. So I just like to see that a little bit clearer in the pictures. Now we're going to get and just look at some of these highlights here, and we're going to take a look at that. So explore Key West with 5 to 6 hours of free time on a day trip from Miami. See the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico as you cross the 7-mile bridge. The entire way, you got the Gulf of Mexico on one side, you got Atlantic Ocean on the other. Definitely a unique experience. Discover the heart of the city. I'd like to see right here the heart of Key West as you stroll through Old Town area. Walk down Duval Street and visit some of the boutique stores and top restaurants. Enjoy exciting ocean activities like jet skiing, parasailing, and snorkeling. And I'm going to look at this description. I don't know how much time I have to kind of go over this, but southernmost point of the mainland United States, tells you where to go. Relax on a bus journey. Upon arrival, immerse yourself in the charm of Old Town. You can opt for a boat tour to discover. So it looks like this day trip is taking you down there and letting you kind of do your own thing. And that's fun, but I think if you already got some people there, maybe you kind of help them with their itinerary once they get to the Keys, because people could be lost. And then round trip bus transportation, a guide, and I guess the guide maybe points stuff out on the way there, and maybe you do your own stuff at Key West. And I want to immediately point out at this point right now is that if you have an opportunity to take a day trip down there, have fun, you're going to be spent and burnt out. The sun's going to be hitting you. It's going to be hot. You may be having some cocktails. And if you can make this all in one day, you definitely want to have a bus driver take you back. You can kind of relax. You kind of take a nap, and it gets you to do something fun while you're in Miami. It gets you to the Keys and back. And so this is the most important thing I feel like this tour offers, is that when you visit Miami, you don't have to worry about renting a car, doing some other things. You can just do it all in one day, and you can rest on the way back. So wanted to point that out there because I believe in taking a day trip to the Keys. And then I'm going to talk about the reviews. So we only had 4 reviews, so I'm just going to kind of list them all here, show more reviews. They don't have any negative reviews, so it's a 4.8 stars. So I normally only talk about negative reviews, because if everybody had a positive review, you don't need me to give feedback on positive reviews. So, but I'll just look at one. Amazing trip. Thanks to all the staff for helping direct me to the correct location for the bus. Tommy was spectacular, guided me through the process of purchasing this amazing bus tour. Highly recommended for anyone looking to do fun activities. And that's going to do our review here. Now, the one thing I want to point out is I don't represent this company. So whatever I said during this video was my own, and I don't represent Get Your Guide. I will tell you that doing any day trip to the Key West is definitely worth taking. The only thing on this listing here, I'd like to see a little bit what happens when I get there. Paint me a picture of what I can do when I'm there, instead of letting me just venture off on my own. And that's going to do it. So if you like this review, please hit a like button. Also, you can always subscribe for more videos like this. And then if you're looking to purchase this product, we'll put a link in the video's description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next review.